Right now, the US government is sitting on over $70 billion in hidden money that belongs to regular people. And it's split into 4 main categories and numerous subcategories. And since 2018, I've legally exploited the system to give people back more than $100 million of hidden money that legally belongs to them. And in the process, I made myself a millionaire by taking a cut for helping them out. And I've taught hundreds of people how to do the same. In this video, I will explain briefly what the business is, and I'll give you a complete breakdown of all the different types of hidden money so that you can go out there and make extra income or even quit your 9-to-5 job. Maybe you'll even become a millionaire as I did and live life on your own terms. And if you've seen my content before and you already know what this business is and how it works, don't skip this video, because in a couple of minutes, I'll break down which of these types make you the most money. So stick around. Now, if you are brand new to the channel, welcome. This business is called the surplus funds recovery business. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why it might be the biggest opportunity hiding in plain sight right now. Let's start with the first one, surplus funds from foreclosures. This is where the life-changing checks come, and this is where I've made bulk of my money. Here's how it works. When somebody cannot pay their mortgage or their property taxes, the county or the bank takes the home and they sell it at a public auction. Now, the opening bid is set to cover the exact debt that was owed. But here's the thing, properties are worth more than just the debt. So when an investor shows up and they bid, they often pay way more than the opening number. Now, the exact amount that you can recover is the difference between what the investor paid and what was owed. That money legally belongs to the homeowner who lost the property. So how do you make money? Here's the problem and the opportunity for us. The county mails a notice to the last address on file, which is the house that just got foreclosed. The homeowner already moved out, so they never get the letter, and the money just sits there. That's where you come in. Your job is to find the money, track down the owner, and connect them with what is actually theirs. And you get a fee for it. And people agree to this because they're worried that they'll mess up the process or they'll just lose the money altogether. Now, this category has 4 subtypes, and each one is a little bit different. In subtype A, we have tax deed foreclosures. This happens when somebody doesn't pay their property taxes, the county sells the property immediately at auction, and the ownership transfers on the spot. For beginners, this is a great starting point. Most counties post public lists with all the details on their website for free. They'll even give you the claim form and the instructions. And Florida is one of the best for this. One of my students, Anthony, closed a $192,000 California tax deed deal on his first attempt, and he took home $67,000. Type B is tax lien foreclosures. This one is a little bit different. Instead of buying the property, investors buy the interest on the unpaid taxes, which is called a lien. The original owner still has time to pay it back. That time period is called the redemption period. For example, Indiana has a 1-year redemption period, and Michigan is one of the hardest states for this because you have to file your intent to claim before the auction even happens. So this one requires patience and planning. Then subtype C are judicial mortgage foreclosures. This is a mortgage foreclosure that goes through the courts. It's a public civil lawsuit, so you can look up the case number directly on the county clerk's docket, and they'll make that research a lot easier since the county clerk is required by law to give you the details if asked. The court process also speeds up the payout because a judge approves the release of the funds. The downside is that you almost always need to work with an attorney to file the legal motion. My student Connie, who's 70 years old, recovered a $353,000 judicial mortgage surplus in Illinois, and her fee was $70,000. Lastly, we have subtype D, the non-judicial mortgage foreclosures. And this is the hardest subtype because there's no court involved. A third-party trustee, which is usually a law firm, handles the wholesale. Because it's not court-based, there's no public docket to search, and you have to use third-party tools like auction.com or Property Radar to track the sales. And you have to call the trustee directly to confirm whether a surplus even exists. You also need to do strict due diligence to make sure there are no second mortgages or hidden fees eating into the money. Texas and Georgia are massive for this. They hold what's called Super Tuesdays when they do their sales on the first Tuesday of every single month. They're talking about millions of dollars in potential surpluses every single day from surplus funds, and this is coming about because of foreclosures. Now, most serious operators in this business, they get to see those big checks because the process is very simple. Now, here's the reward. Sean closed 12 deals in a Florida tax deed alone, and his total surplus was over $300,000. His take home was $80,000 with roughly 60 to 70 hours of work. By the way, if you want to hear more about these results directly from my students, you can either watch their interviews on this channel or you can join the free Facebook. The link for that is in the description. Now, let's keep going because there are 3 more types of hidden money that you need to know. All right, the second type is called unclaimed state funds. Here's something that most people don't know. When a company can't find you to give you your money from dormant bank accounts, uncashed checks, life insurance payouts, unclaimed stocks, and so on, they are legally required to turn that money over to the state treasury. Right now, there are billions in unclaimed state funds sitting in treasuries across America. And the best part about this category is speed. This is the fastest cash flow category in this business because the money is already liquid and just sitting there in the state treasury. So most payouts happen within 60 days. There's no complex court process and no waiting on a judge. And the claim forms are usually just 1 or 2 pages. California is the easiest state for beginners here because its entire unclaimed property database is publicly available online for free. In Arkansas, they let you buy the full state list for just $25. Texas is also another huge market with millions of dollars in claims. But to work it, you need to pass an exam and become a licensed private investigator. That barrier to entry is actually a good thing for the people who do it because it cuts the competition down dramatically. One of my students, Lorenzo, he closed over 10 state funds deals, and one of them was a $30,000 claim in Colorado, where he took home over $3,000. Another student, Damien, he recovered a $25,000 unclaimed court bond in Ohio. That deal took him 1 to 2 hours and his fee was over $2,500. The trade-off with unclaimed state funds is that some states cap your finder's fee sometimes as low as 10%. So you need to know the rules of the state before you're actually diving in. But for fast cash flow, especially while you're building your pipeline in the foreclosure space, this category can bridge that gap. And that brings us to type 3. The unclaimed county funds. This one surprises people every single time I bring it up. This is money held by the county itself, not the state, not the federal government. We're talking about overpayments on county property taxes, returned county checks, and overpayments on municipal utilities like water and electricity. And almost nobody knows to look there. The competition in this space is basically zero, and the claim forms are usually a single page. You don't need an attorney. You don't need a PI license. You just need to know the county has these funds and know how to find the owner. Bucks County, Pennsylvania has a 163-page list of unclaimed county funds dating back to 2009. And counties like Albany and Nassau and New York openly display hundreds of thousands of dollars in local unclaimed money right on their websites. Now, obviously, the amounts are smaller here. We're usually talking anywhere from $100 to a few $1,000s per claim. So how do you make real money in this category? Well, it's actually very easy. Instead of working on a percentage fee, you charge the client a flat upfront fee, anywhere between $150 to $300. You locate their money, you fill out the 1-page claim form, and you schedule a notary for them. If you do 4 of these a week, you're making an extra $1,000 every single week with zero competition. That's an extra $4,000 a month for a few hours of work. Now, type 4 is the most overlooked category in the entire business, and it's called unclaimed bankruptcy funds. Here's how it works. When somebody goes through bankruptcy, sometimes they overpay into the bankruptcy trust and they forget to cash their refund check, or a creditor never deposits their settlement check. That money doesn't just disappear. It sits in the U.S. bankruptcy court. Right now, there are over $5 million in unclaimed bankruptcy funds inside of the federal court system. Here's what makes this one different from everything else. It's all federal. That means instead of navigating 3,000 different county websites across the entire country, there is one centralized database that pulls together 95% of all unclaimed bankruptcy funds nationwide. And because the court has already discharged the debts, These funds are generally protected from any new creditor liens. That makes them way easier to work with. The learning curve is simply understanding how to navigate the federal PACER system, which is the federal court online database, and learning the specific local rules for any of the 80 different federal judicial district courts in the country. Depending on which area you look to decide to work on, this is going to be simple or complex. One of my students, Kim, along with her partner, filed a $142,000 unclaimed bankruptcy claim in Illinois, and they are expecting over $28,000 in their payout. And that wasn't even the only deal in their pipeline. They're actively working on more claims, one for $232,000, one for $65,000. This is a lucrative opportunity because this category is federal and is centralized. Once you learn the system, you can work it from anywhere in the country. You just need a laptop and internet connection. It's one of the few places in this business where you get massive scale with one set of skills. So let's now bring this all together. I just showed you 4 types of hidden money that can make you a millionaire from the comfort of your home. There are surplus funds from foreclosures, which are the biggest checks in this business. There's unclaimed state funds, which are the fastest cash flow. There's unclaimed county funds, which are the easiest entry point with very little competition. And then there's unclaimed bankruptcy funds, which are the most scalable and all done from one centralized system. There are over $70 billion sitting out there right now, unclaimed, legal, and waiting. This is the surplus funds recovery business, and I've been doing it since 2018, and I've personally recovered over $100 million for people who never even knew that this money was out there. I collect fees for my service, and it made me a millionaire by the age of 26. And I did that by using exactly what I just taught you. Now, knowing these 4 types is just the starting point. The next question is, how do you actually build a business around this? How do you find the list? How do you track down the owners? How do you sign them as clients? How do you get paid? For that, I put together a complete step-by-step breakdown that walks you through this entire process in 45 minutes. Click on the next video right here to see the step-by-step guide, and I'll get you started today.